All right, I'm just going to give us a minute or two for everyone to get logged in. Sorry that we're not in school. I know everyone's devastated. There are a few of you that have been reaching out, which is fine. But today I'm going to just take us through, some of the things that I personally have set up for you to work on while we are, working through this hopefully minimal school closure that we have going on. So I'm just going to give it like another minute or two. I might go through everything twice. We have about a 40-minute limit on Zoom. But hopefully no one's feeling too stressed. I know you got a lot of work set up for ELA. I was helping Mrs. Kiesel with that. And I will say, if you have any trouble with any of that, just make sure like you can do it on paper and take a picture, whatever works. Let me give it like one more minute while we're getting set up. All right. So all right, Brianna's almost connected. Give her just a quick second and we'll dive in. All right, so I'm gonna start getting into everything. One of the softwares, there were a lot that I looked at and emailed back and forth with some companies for the past like 5 or 6 days. The software that I've decided to go with for now is called Auralia and Musition. They're made by the same company. And basically what it is a way for us to continue our music work. It's kind of hard when I'm not there. And it's, as you already know, it's kind of hard to teach music just by a worksheet. We need to kind of experience everything too. So you can think of Auralia as music that you are using your ears to complete. And Musition is music that you're using your eyes to complete. So I'm just going to log in real quick. Your usernames are your first initial and your last name, unless I sent you a private message. Otherwise, there are a couple of you like not Aaliyah, but Asnell has a different one because they both have the initials AO. So Aaliyah got first dibs because I set up my homeroom first. Your password's going to be community. You're welcome to change that. But if like you forget your password for some reason, just make sure to reach out to me so that I can reset it for you. I do have the ability to do that. Now, your school code is the words Community Academy. It doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not. I did post it in Google Classroom. My allergies are killing me. All right. I did post it in Google Classroom for you to cut and paste if, like spelling's not your thing. And once you've logged in, okay, I'm fine. There we go. Once you've logged in, oh no. There we go. I must have put a space before my name. You'll get like a pretty confusing screen at first. I'm not working from this screen right now. I might in the future, just because I don't know on, this left side if there's, oh, let me close that out. I don't know if on the left side of this screen, once I've logged in, if I can change specifically what you're seeing. So for instance, like there's all this stuff here. What is happening with all this right now? Let me go here. Let me reopen this. Let me go back to Auralia. There we go. And I should still be logged in. Yeah. So I don't know if there's a way to get rid of some of this because we haven't done a lot of the content yet. And I really don't expect you to, I don't expect you to understand like half and whole steps yet, not yet. So we're not doing any of this. Instead, you're just, when you log in, going to be focused on Auralia and Musician at the top of the page. So for instance, when you click into Auralia, like I said before, it's mostly music that you do with your ears. We have different categories. Right now, the only one that you're concerned with in this moment is pulse tapping. So if you're following along, you're welcome to on your laptop if you can do two screens. If you are using a laptop, it's harder to follow along on a phone. I want you to just click on pulse tapping once you're in. We so far are only doing level 1, but I did want to point out that there is a little bit of confusion with some of the vocab. So we have like minims, crochets, and wavers. You're not used to using that terminology. They use it in Europe. But basically what that is, nope, that's Ishika's hand. Let's see. All right. It's been a long couple days of online lessons. Basically what that means is like quarter notes, half notes, whole notes. Actually, it should be saved on my desktop as that. I'll post it on Google Classroom because I'm having trouble finding where oh, here it is. There we go. So basically, even though this is kind of hard to see, so all these weird words just mean our different note values. So you don't need to worry about that as much. I'm going to avoid the content that talks about it as much as possible, just to make it easy enough for you. You can take a lesson on it if you're confused, but basically you're just tapping a steady beat for the first lesson. I'll sort of show you what that looks like. I'm going to unplug my headphones for a second. Melody, and you can pick how fast or slow the tempo is. That's fine. I allowed that. And you're just going to press your spacebar or tap on your screen. So I find it useful to like scroll on my cell phone to make sure I can reach that and reach the play button at the same time. So I'm going to show you what this first level would look like. I'll hear it. And I'm just going to tap at the same time. You can try it again if you like didn't start on time, forgot to scroll down, which is totally fine. But I'm not going to right now. I just want to show you. I got a 20 out of 21 because I tapped an extra beat at the end. I tapped the next downbeat and they did not like that. So I'm not really worried about your score. I'm more so just worried about you practicing, keeping a steady beat, practicing rhythms, practicing your note names, and just like maintaining what we've already done. I might post an assignment that's about like instruments. Speaking of which, I'm going to kind of navigate away from here over to Musician. So Musician, Auralia again was what we were doing with our ears. We're using our ears to listen and respond. Musicians with our eyes. So that's like our note reading. Right now, I've only assigned the first note reading under pitch. We're not doing any of this. I'll tell you, we are going to do some rhythm notation at some point. We are going to do rhythm tapping at some point. We are going to do completing the bar because you know how already. We've done tons of that. We might do some, messing up. We might do a little bit of terms and symbols, maybe instrument recognition. That was a beautiful circle. And I think that's about it because I'm not comfortable moving on to some of the more complicated things. Stem direction. Oh yes, we'll do stem direction and maybe some solfege singing, but only if it's basic enough. I haven't checked out everything quite yet. But I'm just going to go into the note reading and show you what it looks like. It's really simple. You might not get through everything. I would say set a timer for 15 minutes and then just be done. So level 1 is just treble clef. There's no accidentals. Level 2 is the same thing. We will probably only complete up to level 3 because accidentals are introduced in level 4. I don't care if you move on. If you're bored at home, like I've been, you're welcome to explore things that I haven't assigned. This is really, really expensive software that we're getting for free, so you're welcome to make the best of it. But I'm just going to show you what the lesson looks like real quick. You already know that pitch is how high or low. We've talked about the size of instruments and how bigger instruments make lower sounds. We talked about how low is lower on the staff and high is higher on the staff. And then they show you a piano, which I'm not as concerned with. But level 1, it's just like, what note is this? Or you have to put the note on the staff. So here we have our F. I'm going to click F. Everyone's in the way. There we go. I'm going to click submit. Awesome. I'm going to move on to the next one. For this one, you'll have to put a B on the line. We're not using these accidentals down here. So you don't need to worry about that. But you would then just click where you think a B is. And since I am in Mrs. Gossfire's class, I know B's on the middle line because every good boy deserves fudge. Now, it will tell you if it's a line or space. So if it asks for F on a line and you put it on a space, it will mark you wrong. But just remember, I'm not grading your accuracy. I'm not giving tests for you to stress over during our what are we calling it? Our remote learning experience. So I'm just going to take a peek at, I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you for a second. Does anyone have any questions? You're welcome to write any questions in the chat. I can also unmute you if you have a question. I think there's like an option for you to raise your hand. Does anyone have any questions for me? Oh, it is a website. So there's a website and an app. For now, we're just using the website, but you can access it on your phone. I'm going to just type this answer as well because I'm going to share everything with everyone who wasn't able to attend this morning. It is a website. You can go to Auralia. Both of them are through the same thing, .cloud. So they made a special website. Usually it's like a different website, but because they want it to be as, fluid as possible, because there are millions of schools across the nation getting set up across the world. Actually, I had to put my country. They want to keep it as smooth as possible. Does anyone else have any other question? I know Jayla Christian's not on right now, but she had an issue where it didn't save her progress at the end. It kicked her off. But she was able to take a screenshot and submit that, and that's fine. We're just gonna get through it together. Does anyone have any questions about not even just my class, the work in general? I know math's on Study Island. ELA, you can navigate to either the homepage of the website or Mrs. Kiesel's website to get the class code to join, since she's now on Google Classroom. I'll be posting phys ed assignments as well, just to make it easier on Ms. Keene. And your schedule is also on the website. I'm pretty sure I was correct when I put this up, but I'm just going to show you our website and the schedule. So today is Wednesday. You actually don't have any work due for me today. Switch over to preview so that you can see what it looks like for you. But I put a little button that will actually take you directly to Google Classroom, just to communicate that that's where all the assignments are, except for math. Math's just going to be Study Island right now. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you'll do your core tested subjects, so ELA, math, and science. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're going to be doing social studies, music, phys ed, and art. Here's Mrs. Kiesel's codes. Make sure you join the correct grade classroom. And, actually there is a math Google Classroom. Good job, Gibson. So you'll be able to go and join a math Google Classroom, or she'll post assignments. So I think that hopefully you're supported. Your teachers will be available to answer your questions if you have them. And as we're moving through more content in Auralia, I'll have more office hours available to you. I think I'm going to do 10 a.m. on the days that you have music. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today was just our kickoff. Well, I'm going to, nobody has any other questions, right? I wonder if I can, I know Shamali's having a little bit of trouble, but yes. So if you are having, if it's not saving your progress, which it should, but you know, they just made this software cloud-based, you are definitely welcome to just take a picture and submit it. But let me just show you all so that maybe it eases some of your anxiety. I'm going to share my screen with you again. Oh, I just showed you the website and didn't show you the website. Hold on. I'm going to just point. It's on the website. Sorry about that. I've been doing a lot of online lessons with my private students, so my brain's a little foggy sometimes. But what I do want to show you is what I see, because I know sometimes that'll make you feel a lot better. If I go into Auralia on my desktop, I have like a teacher app. It's going to loudly play music for me. I cannot spell right now. All right, it's going to connect. It takes a second because it is cloud-based. It's like dial-up. So I have everyone in here, but I can go in and check. I know I saw Isabella was doing work the other day, which is why I say that. I'm going to click all users. I want to do practice results, overall score by topic. I can click everybody. I have to move you all out of the way. And then I click view report. So I can see, just let you know what I see. I see the number of minutes. I would say at least do 5 minutes of the activity. So Jaylani only did 1 minute. She just went in and checked it out for a second. I know it went to that class. There were more. Oh, yeah, last 14 days, all overall score by topic, class. And I'll go into, can I do more? I just want to do all users. Yeah, it's just showing me the 2, but, oh, there's 5 pages. Yeah, so then it's going to go into each class and I can see what students, so for instance, Isabella, I do see that you did this for almost 5 minutes. Wonderful. And you scored really high. You got like 75% for the pulse tapping, which is, it's pretty challenging to get it exactly on the beat. So good job with that. But yeah, I can see everyone's progress, what they're doing. And a pretty good number of us have, you know, been working on this. Well, I'm going to, let me just double check, make sure nobody has any additional questions. Awesome. I'm just gonna kind of take yours and put it here. All right, thank you. Are there any other questions before I log off? We're all set? All right, I'll see you all. If you have additional questions, let me know. But I'm probably gonna skip tomorrow, and on Tuesday, I'll do another office hours. All right, good luck. Take a deep breath. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be great. You all know how to get work done. You all, hopefully you're not too bored. Stay safe, guys. All right, bye.